least 2 to 3 lanes down all the time. Because when we talk about hitting pylons, they don't move, you hit them, you're gonna move. So you've got to be looking, don't shout at them, just move out of their way. You should be able to see boats far enough away that you can get out of there. Your coach is going to be watching out for that too. He's going to tell you to move to starboard, move to port, or something like that. Especially where you're going to go, the odds are you won't see it. If you do, if you see somebody coming at you and they're not moving, you know, just yell. And those of you who are in the bow, if you value your life, turn around and yell also, hey, you know, just yell, hey, boat, or something like that, or hey, get out of the way. Single, double, get out of the way, get out of the way. You know?
So
but he's good, he's watching for you.
What this looks like is if you're a coxswain and it's dark and you see equal part green and red. No, not that one. If they're rowing straight at you, you'll see both green and red. That is when you worry. If you see just green or just red or white, that's not an issue. It is equal parts green and red moving closer to you. Even if you can't see the boat because it's black. Yeah. If you see the green and red, that's when you start shouting.
Especially if
the green is on the left.
Oh yeah, if the green is on the left.
You got an aspect ratio.
So just, you know, you should, and if you're at an 8, which I guess you will be mostly, you know, you really have to shout loud to get it all the way up there, okay? But I guarantee you, Felix is very good at keeping track of that. Well, as well as the other coaches, they're looking too. Yeah. And every other coxswain on this category in this club, or rower who's the coxswain, they're going to know, they're going to be looking too. The only time you really have to worry is, as we talk about, you always stay to your right. If you wander to the left, bad problem. And I do know, like, it was out yesterday. It was horrible out there. It was so darn dark out there. And there's a squad out there that kept stopping in front of us. And I see this white light in front of me. It's like, you know, it's not moving anymore. So I have to stop. I can't take that. That 8 doesn't, it's, you know, it's like a semi. It doesn't move either way very fast or very far. So you'd be surprised how fast it glides, you know, far it glides. And if you're going with the tide, it's going to take you even farther. So you really have to be aware of it. If 2 squads are moving down at the same time, be aware that that other squad may stop in front of you. So if you're looking for a white light, you know, again, if it's off to my side, understand those oars are out. Don't go, oh, I'll go off right next one. No, that's not going to work. Their oars are out, your oars are out. So that's about 16 or 17 feet, 8 or so on each sport. It's a good distance. Just stay away from it. Your coach will never yell at you. If you feel uncomfortable, you can't see, just stop. Tell them. I've done it. I'll say, I can't see. I can't see where that other boat is. I know it. If you see 2 boats like that, that means that boat's turning in front of you. Okay? Can't see the boat, you see the lights. Do not go. Okay, let them finish their turn. You should just see this and they'll go. Again, your coach's job, part of it is to make sure he knows where everything is, and he will.
I think to this point we've been very good about not dealing with other boats. We've had our close calls and such with fixed objects.
Okay, fixed objects.
Yeah.
Let's talk about fixed objects. Okay. Going out. Can you throw that back up on the screen?
I have several versions of this.
Okay, so going out now. There's a pattern going out and there's a pattern coming in. You got to stick to the traffic pattern.
Do you want to talk about bridges first?
Yeah. Okay.
The dock is.
Oh.
Zoom out a little. The dock is right here on the right side of the screen. Okay. There's one dock, and then that's the old dock right there, and then our dock is around here.
Okay, so going out, and you turn your boat, you're facing kind of parallel. See, I'm vertically challenged, but anyway, there is a light pole right about there. It used to be lit, but California Safety and Energy. But you can see it reflected off the cars going by. So there's a light pole. That is the slot that you go through in the first, up there.
First bridge.
Okay, first bridge. Aim for the middle of it, okay?
So it's like way up high on the freeway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the freeway. So there's a light pole, there's no other light poles there, there's a light pole way up there. Look for that. That tells you the, I'm gonna call it the entry slot. Right there, okay? Yes.
So two
Name?
questions. Mark.
Mark.
I'm another Mark. Mark. So two questions. One is in a rising tide. You said aim for the middle. Should you actually overcompensate because the water is sort of coming at you in an angular fashion? Should you go a little bit closer to the uphill side?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the second question is, do you talk to rowers by seat number or by name?
Seat number.
Also, Ron, you can see that.
Ah, yeah, there it is. Okay, I don't know why they don't light it, but you can see it. You can see it, especially if you know to look for it. There's nothing else there that's that tall, so anything you see reflect up there, that's what you aim for. Okay, good question. As I said, you need to know the tide, whether it's coming in or out, okay? It will push you around. Now, some coaches do have preferences. I go out with the bow 4, okay? Why do I use bow 4? The boat turns not by the bow, but the boat turns from the stern, where that little steering is. So I can't turn it, if I'm using the stern 4, I'm just gonna kind of slide around this way. But I can get some turning power from my port side if I've got the bow 4 rowing, okay? And I will be turning it, we'll talk about the steering in a moment. But they'll help to swing the bow around, and then I'm also turning with the steering, okay?
It's front wheel drive.
Yeah. My preference is middle 4. Actually, my preference is whichever 4 goes straight. We're getting there. That wasn't obviously the case in our first few times on the water. But middle 4, because you can always add in half of the bow, so you can row with 5 people, and then use the stern seats, 8 and 7, to hold water and to slow the boat down if you need to turn a little more.
Yeah,
But
that's good.
similar strategy.
Yeah, and usually when I'm going through, so at the middle one, there is, it's hard to see in the dark, there's a big X, okay? As you come through the first one, you're going to aim for that X, okay? But you can't go too close to it, okay? Because otherwise your boat's gonna go smush. So as you come through the first set of pilings, that's what you're looking for in the second set, okay? Aiming for that X. This is so cool. I mean, these young kids here, they can do
There,
it.
X.
Okay, so there's the X, okay? But as you come through here, you're just aiming for that. But as soon as you're in the open water here, you want to start your turn. If you wait till you get there, too late, boom, crash. Okay?
Wait, can you say all that again?
So I say, as you come after your, okay, here you go. So as you go into this, between this first
The
set
first set, okay.
and the second set, so you're aiming for the X, which is right above there.
Okay,
Once you're through in here, start your turn.
Yeah.
which
Okay.
is?
Okay,
which
so-
would be-
Right turn.
what?
You're gonna go turning to the start, okay?
Yeah.
So again, this is a function of the tides. If they're coming in, they're gonna push you over here. If you're going out, they're also sometimes gonna push you out here. But you gotta start your turn before you get here. And you're gonna say, I always say, pressure up on port, light on starboard, and it helps me come around, okay? Again, you're going to be going slow enough. If you don't think you can make it, stop. Stop. There's no disgrace in stopping halfway through there so that you don't hit. Okay, then obviously you have to straighten the boat out, go up. You come through here, and we'll talk a moment about steering. Okay, this person is a little bit close to here. Remember, it's your stern that slides around, so what I like to do is I'm trying to be a little bit over here, and I actually aim out that way, okay? There's a lot of clearance here. This guy used to park his boat down here. He was a real jerk ass. And it was tough to get through there. But be very careful. If this tide's going up, it's going to push you towards that dock. So I like to come around. I like to be a little bit over here, and then I'll actually, once I'm close to here, I'll aim the boat that way. So I get through here, going that way. And then as soon as I'm through, you've got to aim for the middle of the trestle. Okay? When you're going out, be aware that boats may be coming in. You have the right of way going out. But
This boat has the right of way.
right, this boat has the right of way. But you know what? It's not one of those things where mine's bigger than yours. You know, if somebody's coming in at speed, let them come in. Okay, do not get close to the trestle. Come in. Through the trestle is the only place you could really go through the middle. So it's a kind of a one-lane choke point. See how that person turned that way? They turn because that way they're not going to come close to that dock. Okay? So they turn a little bit, now they turn around, and now they're going to go straight down the middle. Okay?
So how is that concept like directing? Are they saying like more power on
Yeah,
one
that's
side
part of
versus
it.
the other?
Yeah,
Or-
we'll get to steering in 1 minute. I just want to do this. When you're through, over to the right-hand side. Okay? The whole idea of the traffic pattern is you're always going on the right-hand side. The middle should be clear, coaches boats there, or every once in a while, a straight small boat. Okay? So rule the road to the right. Okay, to the right. And so going out there, okay, this is called the playpen. Absolute silence. Do not say a word. You will,
During quiet hours, yeah.
yeah, during quiet hours. Okay, so what I usually do is I tell my boats a pattern that I want to use to go so that everybody gets to warm up. We go out by sixes, so when I come through here, I usually have bow six rowing. So I call it a silent 20. I'll say, as I just come through that trestle, because the people down there, they're nice, they don't care. But quietly, I will told in advance, okay, as soon as I go through the trestle, I'm going to say into start silent 20. This is where the rowers actually have to turn on the brake, and they count to 20, okay? At the 20th stroke, that's the last stroke for the bow pair, they're out, stern pair comes in. And then they row 20, in that one, 3 and 4 out, bow pair comes back in. So everybody knows nobody has to say a word, assuming everybody can count to 20. You can sound 10, whatever you want, but quiet. Okay, now if you're going out in fours, it might be middle 4, then he might go bow 4 or stern 4, I don't know. Whatever pattern he tells you to do, tell the rowers in advance, tell them when to start, and then zip it. Okay. Until you get out, can we keep going? Yep. No megaphones, no Cox boxes, no loud noises. Do not fly out of the boat here. It's mess everything up. You know, why don't you stop right here? Wednesday, there was somebody out there just taking pictures to see who was out there. And there's one coach here who will remain nameless, who actually caused this to happen. He refused to be quiet like that. Okay. So he was the one who triggered it. And then there's also a lady who lives up on that end who's just horrible.
No. We love her.
What?
We love her. We love the people in the last house.
You're not talking about Sharma, are you?
I don't know what it is.
Darla.
Okay, well,
No, the last house is a friendly house, but I, for the record, I know of a few houses that are the ones that we have gotten in disagreements with. It's not the last one.
okay, well.
But is it wide enough that you're not having to give a lot of commands during? So
So that's
it's
right,
okay?
because I've set it up in advance.
Yeah.
No, because we're just going in this playpen. I'm not sure what that is.
Near miss.
Yeah. Okay, so this is again important where the tides are coming. There's a piling here, and these are all green lights on your right as you're going out. Green lights, okay? There's one piling right in there. Do not go between that piling and the shore. If you do that, you're gonna rip off. the
We
piling.
frequently do, but I tell them the tide's okay. We stop every time before there. Yeah.
Yeah. unless he's there to help you
Yeah.
out, do not do it on your
Yeah.
own, okay? Now, you want to stop inside the play pen, which is, you'll see that first.
Pull it back to here.
Okay, yeah, rocks here.
The dots are the poles. So dot, 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 and then all kinds of stuff is in there, kind of funky.
Okay, so before you get out into the turn basin, there's that one pole, green light, okay? Again, tides are very important. If the tide's going out, you have to stop way back in here.
Way back here.
Pardon?
Here.
Oh, we're going down, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Here's the first
Here,
pole.
here's the pole. Yeah.
Okay.
Stop here.
Stop back here. As you're going out as a coxswain, look to see if you see the ferries moving. Now, some teams, where's your team stop before they go out?
We stop in front of Darla's house most of the time.
Okay, so yeah, again, you have to be aware of the tide. If you wait to get to that last house, you're gonna get pushed way out. Okay, so stop. Understand these things glide, stop. You can, if you find yourself being pushed around, waiting for another boat, quietly, if you have to correct something, make a few commands. On this side, well, we'll talk about going in. So the next step out, there are two pilings, okay? Two pilings, and one, well, actually two over there too, but this is the finish line. We call it the finish line. The juniors used to race, they used to have a regatta here, 2,000 meters. This was always the finish line here. Thank you. I was gonna have to ask Mike for borrowing.
Action area.
Okay, this is the boat channel, it's the ferry channel, okay? But it's also the channel that the coaches use for reference. There are 5, maybe 6 lanes across, always on your starboard side.